Hello everyone and welcome to a video from Job Games. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this Devlog content that I'm posting every week. You can also test the game on itchio on the latest build related to the specific video, and also you can wishlist the game on Steam. So, for last week, for the last Devlog, I finished the mage attacks, and for this one I have finished the melee, range, and mage attacks. Of course, mage because it was already done. So there's just one attack missing, but yeah, that's it. Remember that also these attacks will actually be linked to the weapon that you have equipped, but weapon system is not yet implemented, so I just have the attacks right now because I wanted to have some placeholders to play with as moving around the world and being able to fight with the other enemies. But once I have the weapon system implemented, changing weapons will also change the attacks on that specific combat style. So let's test. First of all, let me equip a potion just in case I get damage. So let's test these new attacks. The first one for melee is the slash, which basically it's a cone of damage in front of the player, which basically is slashing the enemies. So if I go here, I can basically kill these enemies with this attack, with this slash attack. Oops, yeah. There's still some things to be checked on the hitbox, but yeah, you get the idea on what it does. The next one is the Blade Storm, which basically it's an AoE damage around the player. So if I go around here, and when they get near me, I can just kill all these enemies. That's easy to understand and easy to see what it does. The next one is the leap. For the leap is the one that is missing, which basically is a mobility spell, which will move the player to the position of the cursor. So if I click it here, the player will be jumping from here to here, and it will make a small AoE damage when landing. It's not implemented because it's the last one that I was missing. So for the next ones, we have the arrow for the range, which basically shoots an arrow to the enemy, and if it hits the enemy, it kills the enemy. Well, right now because they don't have any HP, any hit for any attack, it kills them. Then we have the Rain of Arrows, which basically is an AoE spell that basically when I click on where the player is, or where the enemy is, it will kill that enemy. Then the next one is a mobility spell with a sprint, which basically makes you move much faster than normal during a period of time. And you can see the buff here, and you will see that when that disappears, the buff disappears from the bar, and also I move at the same speed that I was moving before. So just to check it again, now I'm moving to full speed, and once it disappears, I will be moving slower. Come on, yeah. So it's I think it's a 50% movement speed increase, if I remember correctly for my logic, but yeah, that's it. Now for the magic ones, the next one is the Fire Blast, which basically, Fireball, which basically shoots a fireball to the enemy, and if it hits the enemy, it just kills the enemy. The next one is the Flare, as similar to the slash of the player of the melee, but it has a bit less of a range, and also it's the cone is much smaller. The AI for the mobs is still kind of crazy, I say, but well. Yeah, that's what it does. And the next one is the Blast, which kills the enemies all around you. Same as the Blade Storm that the melee has. So I go here, I can kill this one, and so on. Let me heal up. Yeah. So, and one thing that I wanted, that I changed when I'm doing all these animations, because at the end, I'm not an expert on animation, so also I'm doing this at the beginning, so I can learn later on how to do them better, is that, for example, if I zoom in a bit, you can see that the blast is a 2D AoE, but if I go to the melee, the Blade Storm, it's more like an isometric perspective. So I think that, and also for the Rain of Arrows, it's also in this isometric perspective. So at some point, I will also change the blast animation to be similar to the Blade Storm. So I think it looks much better in this way when you see it like this. So, what's next? So after I implement the leap, the next thing that I'm going to try working on is on the energy, I think. Is the resource that you use when you are basically attacking and moving around. My idea for now is that I'm merging what would be energy and hunger or stamina. Basically, when you move and run around, this energy will also be decreased by a small amount, and when you are attacking, this energy will also be decreased by a specific amount. I still have to see which is that amount, and if the energy can be recharged by itself, and so on, except from also, they will be recharged, of course, with potions, which most likely will add another potion with the yellow color. So for testing purposes, I'm playing around. I can just recharge all my energy if at some point I get without it in the world. But yeah, so at least I have the logic in terms of clicking the tags and moving around and the energy goes down. Then I will have to tweak the numbers to make it much better in terms of, yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, that will be all for now. Hope you like it. And yeah, give it a like and subscribe. See ya. Bye bye.